mental health. That's something that's also mainstream now. A lot of people advocating for it because people are being overwhelmed with a lot of things.
Yes.
And I think that's why you even said I needed to come back to Kenya because I felt like I would reset.
Yep, I had to recalibrate.
Yeah, even though so many other things are going on for you in the States and all these places, fashion, we're getting into music and
The
everything.
opportunities were there.
The opportunities are there, but you're just like, no, I need to reset. I just
Yeah.
need to be at a better place and space. So how do you take care of like just your mental health and just make sure you're good? You don't lose it.
Yeah.
Because with social media also there's pressure as well.
Yeah. And I think coming here, like, there's a sense of identity that I get. And
What do you mean by that?
like, when you know where you come from, like, you don't lack like your sense of self, your identity, you know where you come from. So like you go into now different spaces with a different type of value, like that you know you have that other people don't have. And so when I'm here, I reset. I go see my grandma, and she lives on a beautiful compound, and we do gardening together.
Yeah, I've seen you like, just doing videos with her and stuff.
Yeah. And I'm genuinely like, I think my best and happiest self when I'm there.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I just like, you're with God's creation, God's nature, and you're with people that love you. That positive energy like does something to your soul.
Yeah.
And so when you come back to now a hectic place, like where I was, and going back to the hustle bustle of my life, I still had that peace. I could hold on to it. But then when you go a long time without it, it becomes the grasp is looser and looser and looser, and then you feel like you're all over the place. And that's how I felt. Like this year was really tough. Like it was so tough for me. And I feel like I almost lost myself like completely because I was like completely just breaking apart. I'm like tearing up. And I just knew like I needed to come back here and touch grass.
So wait, what exactly happened though? Like, was it work? Is it the hours, or you just can't even explain it? What exactly just overwhelmed you?
Well, yeah, I was working the hours. That was one thing. I was working like 60 hours a week, and then on the weekends it was events.
60 hours means like probably, is that like a regular 8 to 5 or extended hours?
Extended. So I was working from like 8 a.m. to like sometimes 7 p.m.
By choice or not by choice? Because maybe, like some extra dollars, I'd be
well,
like,
no,
hey.
I had a salary. So like I wasn't getting paid per hour. Yeah. I had.
So even if you put in extra hours, it's like.
It was just extra work. Like I was doing extra work, and I was so busy because I was working my role was a 2-person role. Like I was working a job for 2 people, but under one role because we needed to find someone else. And so I was working like an insane amount, and my job required me to move around a lot, drive a lot, lift a lot of stuff. And then I'd have to go home and do a bunch of computer work, emails. And then when I'm done with that, I have to now think of my platforms. I have to think of writing articles and editing content, interviews, booking, scheduling, all these things. And I was also growing my organization, the Style Series, to become something even bigger for Seattle, providing educational opportunities for students. I had a whole internship program that I was building, and did a whole interview process with like over 30 different students that wanted to be a part of what we were doing. And I was also going to fashion shows, and I was hosting and doing like interviews, and then have to go and like, and then, there's also life issues, family. Like it all just was happening all at once right after I came back. Cause I came back end of January, and as from February to like May, it was just go, go, go. I didn't have a single weekend off. Like
when you have all these things happening, do you have space for something like a relationship going on?
I was even in a long distance relationship.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And it was tough.
Oh, like, Lord.
Yeah. So I tried because I love love. I love being in a relationship, but it was getting increasingly difficult for me. And then if you don't pause and your body's giving you warning signs and you don't take care of yourself, it shuts down. And that's what happened.
How was your body like? What signs were you getting?
Like headaches. Sometimes I'd feel like
headaches.
fatigue.
Oh yeah.
And also because I was having early mornings and I have to rush. I wasn't eating much.
Not eating like the balanced
I wasn't
diet
eating a
and
balanced
everything.
meal. Wasn't drinking enough water. Like I was just so about the game. Like I just completely neglected myself. Yeah. I've like never talked about this openly, but
really?
Because most people see me and they see me as like a leader and they see all these incredible things I'm doing. And I carry it like everything's like great and fine and I'm doing great. Nothing can bother me.
Until you crash out. But
I crashed out hard, really hard. I got really sick.
What do you mean?
So end of April, April was one of the busiest months of the year. And I had sang in a fashion show. I went to Vancouver Fashion Week. I was doing interviews. I was working my job. We had a huge event for work. We brought in $500,000, me and my 2 colleagues, to Real Real. I was just on the go. I had never been so busy, and I thought that I had been before, like the year before, but no, this month was like crazy. And again, just like wasn't taking good care of myself and crashed out. I got sick. I thought I had COVID, wasn't COVID. Turned out into like this long extended flu. I was in the hospital for a few days. Like they couldn't figure out what was going on with me.
Your body is just shut down.
My body was just, I had a chronic migraine. It was bad. And then I couldn't work all of May.
You had to take like
I had to take time off. I had to go on medical leave. Like it was the biggest wake-up call of my entire life.
Yeah, that's a big sign that, you need to chill out.
Yeah. And I had to cancel everything. I canceled everything. I had to cancel my internship program.
Yeah.
I had to cancel all the shows that we were supposed to do over the summer.
Oh, Lord.
I had to cancel everything. I was like, okay, I hear you. Like, I listened to my body.
So what do people say who are expecting something to go on and, Christy is off? She's just like,
I had to be honest. I had to be like, I have to take care of myself right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's not what I wish, but I have to take care of myself. At the time, I was also going through a lot of betrayal at the same time. Ooh. So that the mental stress that I was going through.
You said it, I didn't say it.
Yeah.
What kind of betrayal are we talking about?
Well, for one, I had thousands of dollars stolen from me.
Oh, Lord. Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, I wanted to invest in my music career this year.
Oh, money hits different as well. Oh, and then
I wanted to invest in my music career this year.
Yeah.
And I had money saved for that. And there was a certain individual that I reached out to that told me to reach out when I'm ready to take music serious. And
meaning even have like some financial backing so that I know you're serious.
Yeah, but he was going to just essentially, like, he was going to build something like this for me with all this, like, state-of-the-art equipment. And I sent him the money for it. And,
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing.
It's comical, really.
Because, like, even today, I was just talking about with my friend in the morning. Because we're always talking about, like, do you remember how you messed up on this and lost this kind of money? Can you imagine how this person lost this kind of money? And we're always laughing about it because I'm just like, it's such a tough lesson because at times you always ask yourself, like, what was I thinking?
What was I thinking?
What was I thinking? Why? Or like if I just took like a step back and actually just analyzed and say like, you know what, like, let me just go at my own pace. And, but you live and learn though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, this was someone that I thought I could trust. It wasn't just a stranger.
Oh, no. Listen.
So,
in fact, it's good you said that.
Yeah.
And don't forget your chain of thought. I want you to continue that.
Okay.
But it's always the people you trust.
Yeah.
That's why it hurts. Because if somebody scammed you, like right now in Nairobi, in 2 to 3 days, you'll be laughing about it. Because you'll be like, yo, come on. And people will be telling you like, Kwani, you didn't know that's how people in Nairobi operate. because that's Nairobi. Like, they're just kind of like welcoming you and stuff. But when it's somebody that you know, somebody that you trusted, that's why it's painful.
Hurt.
That's why it's painful.
Hurt. Yeah, it was really painful. I didn't really know how to respond to it either. So it was just because I was also dealing with myself, and like I was like, okay, I need to take care of myself, but this is also happening. And and then I had a fallout with a friend of mine that I just loved. I loved this person, this friend, and we had, I don't even know what happened. She just switched up on me, and it was unexpected. And so I had to deal with that. And I just had to cancel everything. And it was,
you see, that now explains why you took a break. Because like when you tell me like, I just decided to take a, I'm like, yo, listen, that makes no sense at all. Like, why?
Well, I'm glad I could shed a little bit more light like into the situation.
Which is good, because other people go through similar, not the same, but kind of similar, small kind of things. And, it makes it more relatable. They're like, oh, okay. I mean, I understand how that feels.
Yeah.
When it comes to money, I've been scammed with so many
Well, I mean,
different
like,
people.
it's so hard to even admit. Like,
yeah, because you always just feel like it's shameful even.
It is. I mean, even just telling my mom about it, now she was not understanding about that.
She was flipping out, I'm sure, like, how?
She's like, how could you?
Like, I brought you better. She was expecting you to navigate differently, right?
I know. And, like, it's a shame, because it's a great thing to be a trusting person.
Yeah.
Like, to give people benefit of the doubt. But when something like that happens, like, it just changes how you see people, and, like, now you think twice, and
you just be more careful.
Yeah, more careful.
Trust has to be earned.
It has to be earned.
Not just give it.
Not just given. And that's probably the hardest lesson I learned this past year.
It has to be earned.
Yeah.
Like, people always like, yo, you can trust me. No. You have to earn the word trust.
Yeah.
Because now you're dealing, like, as an adult, you're opening your door to, like, even just friendships. You have to understand, like, even if you bring somebody next to you, you're opening a door to, they get to know about your relationship with your family, with somebody that you're dating.
Yeah.
Relationship with your finance. They come to your house.
Your sacred space. Yeah.
Lord.
Trusting is definitely something you have to earn. So if you're watching this and you're young and you're very trusting of people, you really need to think twice about who you let into your life and all of that. But yeah, these were all like lessons I was learning all at the same time.
Yeah.
And so after I took that time off and I went back to work in June, I just was feeling like, I have to change something. Like, I need a change of environment. I need to give myself a change of environment, and amongst other things, like, I just needed to come back home.
Yeah, you'll be good. You'll be good.
Yeah, so I did, and here I am.